Hi everybody, welcome back. My name's Claire. I'm about to do a commission. It's in quite unusual colours. It's a black base, which is quite unusual for me. Black base, red, bronze, black, white and silver. And the inspiration for this commission is a Chinese dragon. So I did a few pours a while back, and they were Dutch pours. And the pour was it's quite up and down, and it looked quite dragon-like. So I'm going to do that for the customer on a 40 by 50 centimetre box canvas. So I'm really excited to see how this turns out. So let me show you the colours I'm using. So the base colour is Amsterdam black, oxide black. I'm using carmine for the red. I just love this red. It's such a rich, deep red. And then some bronze, some Dale Rowney pearl black and pearl white, and some Pebeo Studio acrylic silver. All my paints I mix with floetrol, and I'll put the recipe for the mixtures in the description. When I prepare for a new painting, first thing I will do is put push pins in the back, hammer the push pins in, and then I will put the the canvas on a totally flat surface, so normally the floor, and just check its level. So put the spirit level in different positions across the canvas to make sure it's entirely level. With a Dutch pour, because the paints are nice and runny, if it's not flat, it will slide. As it's drying, it will slide slightly, totally ruin the composition. So first thing I'm going to do, I'll try and show you the consistency. You might not see it very well because it's black. It doesn't tend to show up very well. Just lovely and runny, really nice and runny. So I'm going to cover the canvas first of all, put a really nice base down. What I should have done really is just painted the edges of the canvas black, and that would just save any bare patches, but it's not a problem. Once this piece is dry, I can go and touch up the edges if there's any gaps. I'm ready to put my colours down, so I'm going to be putting them in a band across the centre, but the band isn't going to be straight, it's going to be up and down. Now I want this to be predominantly red, so I think I'm going to put red, I think I'm going to start with red, put some other colours in, and then put some more red on the top. So I'm just thinking where the centre is. So I'm just marking it. I'm marking it with a line of paint there, so I know roughly where the centre is. And then I'll do the same this side. Just roughly. So I'm going to start with the red. I'm going to start down from centre and then I think end up from centre. So if I just do a really thin dribble of paint to start with, and then if it's wrong I can redo it. I think I'm relatively happy with that. Okay, so some reds down. Let's go with a bit of silver. And this time it's going to be my wiggly lines over the top. Let's put some bronze down. Just a little tiny bit of pearl black. And the same with the pearl white. I don't want to get pink particularly. Right, that is a lot of paint now. So that's done. Let's get the hairdryer. So it's going to be a dragon. So I think, just trying to think where to start. I might start here and I'm going to blow into the gap. To be honest, I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do this. I'm just going to go for it, see what happens, I think. I love it. The colours. Wow, these colours are amazing. I absolutely love commissions because I do something totally different to what I would have chosen. The colours are gorgeous. So there are cells popping up at the edges. I'm just going to leave this a few minutes because I think the longer I leave it, the more cells I'm going to get popping up. I think I've got a little lump of something in there, unless it's a bubble. Oh, it was a bubble. Good, that's gone. I want to bring this black back down a bit more because I feel like I lost the shape slightly there. I've got a little bit of playing around to do. I'm going to blow this bit up here. What I wanted to do there, I wanted to get that black in. So I've dragged the black in, but the colour was then closing in on it. So I've added more black paint. So it's going to physically push the colours out. So you can really open up a section. I might actually do it here as well because that's a really narrow section. So if you watch, that's really narrow. If I then add a little bit of black just in that little channel in between. So I'm not blowing on this, I'm just adding more paint, and can you see that that's now widened? In fact, the same here, because I don't want those little black channels to close up. Because this is a dragon, I want it to be quite choppy, so I want to get the channels between. I tried to drag the black through here, but that's now closed up. So I think what I will do is pull my finger through again, just to open up that black channel. Oops. And then you can see already it's closing up. So if I quickly then just add some black in, that should hopefully just push it over. And I think probably the same here. Let's just push that open a bit. Because if I just blow on it to try and open it up, it will just close back on itself. This one's beautiful now, it's really irregular. I might just go for a little tiny bit more where that silver bulges out. Now the only other thing I'm looking at is I've got a little bit of black there, which I actually quite like, but there's no black here. So should I just put a little bit of black? I think I'm going to just remove a little bit of the colour just to make it balance and make it match up one end to the other. Right, I think I might be done. Look at these cells now. Do you remember at the beginning, the cell, there were lots of little cells. Now they're big cells, they're huge. My black is still closing up. That's interesting. I thought that would stay open. I'm just going to put a little bit more black in my gaps, just to make sure as this dries, this doesn't close up. I'm so excited. Just look at the cells. Oh my goodness, it's what I wanted to try and do. It's dragon-like. It's up and down, but it's really, really interesting. There isn't as much red as I was expecting or hoping, so I need to check with the client that she's happy with it. If she's not, I'll do it again and I'll put more red, less bronze. But let me show you the details, the close-up. It's so sparkly. So all of the design colours, apart from the red, were iridescent. So this is going to sparkle beautifully. So pretty. And I love where it gets fainter. Look, it's just this beautiful layer of shimmer over the top of the black. And I think the black just highlights it so well. I love all these little irregular bits. And then the cells, I think it's the silver again. The silver is great at making cells. It's just such a lovely, lovely colour scheme. They just blend, they work so well together, these colours. If it were me, I would have wanted to put a dash of turquoise or something completely ridiculous in it. So it's lovely to actually have a colour scheme that all the colours complement each other. There isn't any major contrast, which it just works so well. I am pretty excited about it. Right, I will be back when it's dry. So it's now dry. It's dried just perfectly. The colours are just so bright and rich against the black. I don't often do black backgrounds, but I love it. I'm really, really happy with it. It's just so dark and intense, and the colours against the black just look fab. You see here where it's just really, really pale. Oh, sorry, it's just refocus. It's really pale, very, very faint colours, but they just look great in contrast to the black. The cells are amazing, so pretty. And there are so many cells, and they are really, really big cells, which I just think works so well because there aren't loads of colours in this. It's quite a small number of colours I've used. So to actually have all the cells, I just think it works really well, so that you've got a lot of silver cells popping out through there. The client is really happy with it, and I'm so relieved because I was slightly concerned that it wasn't red enough. But I think it's fine that she's happy with it. The amount of red, I think it just balances really well with the other colours. And I'm just really happy with the sort of the choppiness of it. So you've got that sort of Chinese dragon look to it. And then if I show you the iridescence of it, because that bronze, that bronze is really, really shimmery, and the silver, it's so pretty. So when it's varnished, it's going to look so nice. Great, thank you so much for watching. Please let me know what you think. Do you like this composition, this design? Do you like the colour scheme? Please leave me a comment, let me know. Great, thanks so much for watching. Bye.